Hello, I'm Andrew Urban from my Urban Home team in Keller Williams Realty. This video is about a market update for the last 3 months, that is to say for the last 14 months that you'll see on these charts. And this is the sort of thing we've done before. Now we're talking about only the price of single family homes, not including condos or townhomes. We use single family homes as a measure of how things are going in the market. First of all, we're talking about central Contra Costa County, Concord, Martinez, Pleasant Hill, and Walnut Creek. And so the interesting numbers here are, you can see in the last 3 months, we've really seen an increase in the number of active listings. And is this because the pandemic is fading? Maybe that's what it was. But I think that what we can expect in the future is what we saw last year is a continuing increase in the number of available active homes for sale. And not this low inventory condition that we saw earlier. Now, if we look at the price per square foot, you can see that we're having a modest leveling off. This means over the last 3 months, we've had about a 0.5% increase in the price per square foot, which is an acceptable number, meaning about, on the average, 6% per year price increase. That's a number that can be sustained, and it's not a number that we saw before, because what we're seeing here is a 15% increase. As a matter of fact, if you're looking year over year, this is a 24% increase in the average price per square foot for single family homes. That's totally unsustainable with respect to going forward. So we can really expect this that kind of pace increase not to continue. It'll still be high. Now, looking at this third graph, this goes in the same direction. We're now offering, on the average, 109% of list price. That is very different from what it was a year ago, when we would be offering 100 or 101% of list price. So again, we can expect this to go down and this trend to become more moderate going forward. We still have a very short number of days on market, which means that the market is still very fast. And I expect that this is going to increase slowly. It's still going to be a fast market, but it's going to increase slowly in the number of days on market. So in terms of Kiwi knowledge, this means that although the pandemic seems to be fading, is it really now? And so are we going to continue to have open houses? Not sure. But the good thing is interest rates are even lower than they were the last time we did this market update, and is tremendously low with respect to where things are going. And the buyer demand is definitely shifting. The buyer is seeing more inventory, so therefore we can continue to be more choosy. It's still a seller's market, but buyers can definitely be more choosy because there's more available houses. Now, if we move now to Solano County, southern Solano County, again, we're talking about single family homes. And in southern Solano County, we're talking about Benicia, Vallejo, Fairfield, and Suisun City. And these are these are cities that are very important in that area. And you can see a similar increase in terms of the number of listings available. Those are going up, and that means that we will continue to be able to choose among the houses that are for sale. So as a seller, you will have more competition because there are more homes on the market. If you look back over here, you can see how many houses were on the market a year ago, and we can expect that kind of thing to come back over here as well as we go forward into the next few months. In terms of the average price, this is also very interesting because we're tracking price per square foot, and we can see that in the last 3 months we've seen basically a 4% increase, a 3% increase in the average price, which means it's more like a 12% increase per year. which is more moderate than it has been, because if you look back from a year ago over the last 12 months, this also represents a 23% increase in the average price per square foot. 23% is not a sustainable number with respect to housing price increases. So we do expect this to moderate and to be more like 10 to 12% in the next year. Now, you can also notice that there's been a little dip in terms of how many dollars are we offering over the list price. It used to be 100 to 106%, but now it's gone down to 104% of the list price. So buyers are still being competitive, but that's beginning to moderate. And as we can see over here, it used to be that houses in southern Solano County would sell at about the list price. And I think we're moderating back to that level. In terms of number of days on market, because there are more houses, there's more choices, the number of days on market are going up. And I expect that that's going to slowly be going the same way. I don't think that we're going back to the 40 days on market that we had before, but rather being more moderate, because it's still a seller's market, but the sellers are finding more competition because there's more active inventory. So in terms of what do we say going forward? Really, we're not quite sure if the pandemic really is fading. We're hoping that it will. We're acting like we should be being careful. Luckily, interest rates are still really low, so buyers can really still take advantage of some wonderful interest rates. And it is a great time to buy from that point of view. So buyer demand is shifting, though, because buyers have more choices because there's more inventory. So sellers need to be more careful in their presentations, and buyers can still look forward to great rates and more choices. So that's what I think we can look forward to. I'm Andrew Urban. When you look at these numbers, you can see that I'm a numbers nerd and I understand numbers, and this is my passion. So call me for advice on what to do with your home to help us sell your home or to help us buy a home for you. That's what we love to do. I'm Andrew Urban from My Urban Home Team. Thank you.